All right, so jumping straight into one of the first tips that I want to share with you guys, which is to find a product that is performing well on Amazon and sell it on your Shopify store. And the reason why I believe that this is one of the best ways to do it is because Amazon is the #1 most visited e-commerce website in the entire world. Not only that, it's also a search engine, which means that if you're able to figure out exactly which products people are searching for and they're also spending money on, you're going to be able to then find that exact same product on a dropshipping suppliers website and use it to build your own brand. And there's a certain step-by-step process that goes into this. So one of the first things that I do is head over to the bestsellers page on Amazon.com. And the way that you can find it is by going over to Amazon.com/best-sellers. And this is the page that you're going to see. Once you're over here, Amazon is going to break it down into all of these different categories. As you can see, there's home and kitchen, clothing, electronics, beauty and personal care. But from this point, it's going to be your job to pick a category that you know that you're going to be willing to build up when it comes to building up an e-commerce website. So it's going to depend on what you're passionate about, and it's also going to depend on what you can see yourself building over the foreseeable future without giving up. So in this case, I'm going to keep it fairly simple and go with home and kitchen. So as you can see, there's all of these different items over here, and the list continues if you just click this arrow. But the product that I'm going to be using in today's example is this one over here, which is a milk frother. Now, I've never used it myself personally, but I can see that it's got over 200,000 reviews. And it also looks like a lightweight item, which is going to be really good when it comes to the postage cost. It's not going to be that much. So that's another thing that you want to consider, which is the weight and the size of the item that you're going to be dropshipping. But whatever the case is, now that I know that this is a product that I'm considering to dropship, I need to do a little bit more research to make sure that people are actually spending money on it. So as you can see, I've just typed in the keyword over here, and I'm going to be using the Helium 10 Google Chrome extension tool. So I'm just going to click into it just like this. Then what I'm going to do is just click on X-ray Amazon product research. And straight away, as you guys can see over here, Helium 10 is going to be able to show us a lot of useful information. But specifically, if we look at this section, which is the total revenue, in the last 30 days, we can see that customers spent up to $3.7 million on an item that contained the keywords milk frother, which obviously shows that there's a lot of interest in it. And it also means that if I was to build a Shopify store around these products, there's a chance that I'm also going to be successful as well. But just for the record, this product that I'm showing you is just an example. I'm not saying that every single one of you that's watching this video right now needs to go away and start dropshipping it. Of course, you want to go away and find an item that you're happy to sell. So make sure that if you did want to sign up to Helium 10 so that you can go away and do your own product research, click the link in my description down below for either a trial or a discount. But swiftly moving on to one of the next things that I want to share with you guys when it comes to dropshipping in the best possible way over the next year, which is to make sure that you're using the best Shopify apps possible. Now, there's so many different apps out there that you can use. And for those of you that are new to the world of Shopify, you're probably thinking, Sam, what exactly is an app and how exactly does it work? So it works very similar to the apps that you might have on your iPhone. You're going to be able to obviously go over to the App Store and download an app for a specific purpose. And that's exactly how the App Store works when it comes to building up a Shopify business. As you can see, I'm on the App Store homepage right here, and there's probably thousands of different apps that are used for thousands of different things. So if I just come over here to browse apps, you're going to be able to find some that help you when it comes to finding winning products, ordering, shipping, marketing and conversion, selling products, store design, store management, so on and so forth. But in terms of the apps that I've used with my Shopify stores over the years, here's a few of them. Now, it depends on which store I'm running, but these are the general ones that I tend to use with majority of the different stores that I'm running. This one over here helps me when it comes to syncing my products for me to be able to run Google Shopping ads, which I'm going to touch on later on in this video. I also tend to use this one over here, Privy. It helps me when it comes to collecting all of the different visitors' email addresses that land on my website. So whether they purchase from me or whether they haven't purchased from me, I'm going to be able to collect their email address, add them into an email list, and it's then going to allow me to market to that person over the foreseeable future because I know exactly what type of items they're interested in. This app over here has also been very useful over the years. Whenever someone buys something from my store, it's going to show the next visitor that lands on my store exactly what item that person ordered. So it essentially causes a ripple effect for every single new visitor that lands on my website to have trust when it comes to purchasing from me, because they can clearly see someone that's recently bought a specific product. The Trustpilot review app also helps with that, because whenever someone buys an item from me, I'm able to set things up on the back end so that I automatically send them out an email to remind them to leave a review, letting us know that they're happy with their purchase. New customers are going to be able to see that review, and it's going to create trust with people that are on the fence in terms of buying from me or not. All of these different apps have been very, very helpful, but specifically when it comes to building up a dropshipping business, one of the best apps that I would recommend that you use is this one over here called AutoDS. And AutoDS is helpful for a number of different reasons. I've just logged into my account over here, and I'm just going to point out a couple things that I know will definitely benefit you guys, especially when it comes to building up a dropshipping store. So one of the first things is the fact that you're going to be able to see all of these different winning products. Now, because there's so many different dropshippers all around the world that uses AutoDS, they've got a lot of data when it comes to knowing exactly which products are definitely performing well. So it'll definitely be a good idea to use the data from AutoDS and compare it to Amazon if you want to do it that way, or you can just come straight to AutoDS if you wanted to. Not only that, if I just come over to this section over here and click on winning products, on this page, I'm going to be able to again see all of these different products that are performing well. But in addition to that, if I just click into, let's say, this one over here, AutoDS are going to be able to show me a lot of useful information. For example, which supplier I can use for this particular item, exactly how much it's going to cost, and a lot of other information, for example, product information, etc. But I'm also going to be able to spy on a seller that's selling the exact same item right now as we speak. So if I just click on seller website example, it's going to take me directly to a store that's selling it right now. And again, I'm going to be able to spy on other products that they're selling, see exactly how they've structured their product page. And I'm going to be able to do the exact same thing for all of these different items on this page. In addition to that, I'm also going to be able to bulk add products from my supplier's website onto my website within a few minutes. And the way that this works is that if I just come over here to add products, as you can see, I can either add a single product, which is one at a time, or I'm going to be able to add multiple different products. So for example, if I just clicked on this option, all I'm simply going to need to do is add all of the different URLs from my supplier's website into this section over here. So let's say if I was considering to sell all of these different milk frothers on CJ Dropshipping, all I need to do is get the URL for each and every single one of them, paste it into this box over here, and from there, all of the items are going to be automatically added to my Shopify website. And one of the final things that I like about using AutoDS is their auto fulfillment feature. So once you've topped up a certain balance, you're then going to be able to go into your settings and make sure that every single time that order comes through, you're not going to have to sit there with your card in your hand, going over to your supplier's website, copying and pasting all of your buyer's information, their name, their address, their email address. Everything is going to be fulfilled automatically, and it's going to be deducted from your balance. So essentially, AutoDS just makes the whole process super simple for those of you that are looking to manage your dropshipping store in an automated way when it comes to finding products, listing products, and also shipping out all of your orders. So if you wanted to sign up to AutoDS and get a 30-day trial, I've got a link in my description down below that not only if you use that link, you're going to be able to use it for 30 days and test out if it's something that you want to use over the long term, but you're also going to be able to get a discount if you use that link in my description. And this now brings me on to one of the final tips that I want to share with you guys, which is to make sure that whatever product that you're thinking about selling, you're able to promote it on multiple different advertising platforms. Now, one of my main ways of promoting my dropshipping businesses is by using Google Shopping. I believe that if you're able to sell an item that customers are actively typing in into Google, and you're able to present your website to that person, there's a high likelihood of you being able to convert them from a non-paying customer into a paying customer. But one thing that I've been testing out recently is to sell items that I'm also going to be able to promote on TikTok and on Facebook and on Instagram Reels as well. So the main point that I'm trying to make right now is that whatever item that you find, you want to make sure that it's compatible when it comes to you promoting it on multiple different platforms. This is definitely a trick that's going to help you over the next year when it comes to bringing in daily revenues, because you're not just relying on one advertising platform, but instead you're diversifying your potential to reach more and more customers across multiple different platforms. But of course, there's a lot more that goes into the entire process. I just wanted to give you guys the main points that I wish someone told me when I first got started. But if you wanted the opportunity to get free access to Project Shopify, which is my step-by-step guide to show you guys what you need to know click by click, step by step, when it comes to building up a Shopify business, then all you got to do is 4 simple things. The first thing is to make sure that you like this video. The second thing is to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. The third thing is to make sure that you comment the words dropshipping success in the comments down below. And the fourth thing is to make sure that you follow me on my Instagram that could be found at success.with.sam. Make sure that you follow me over there and keep an eye on my stories, because what I'm going to be doing is putting your username, your YouTube username on my story. When you see that, send me a DM and I'm going to give you free access to Project Shopify, and I'm sure that it's going to be able to put you in the path to be able to make your first $100 per day, $200 per day, so on and so forth. But in the meantime, if you wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made recently, where I break down step by step what you need to know when it comes to using Google Shopping to build up your dropshipping business, things I didn't really talk about in today's video, but it's definitely important, then make sure you click the link right there. Check that out straight after this one, because it's already helped out so many people, and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.